welcome back. I feel like we need a proper catch up because a lot of things are happening at the moment. I think one of the hardest things about growing into yourself is knowing that somewhere deep down that you're meant for something without knowing what that something is yet, or you fully know it, but you're waiting for something to happen. You're orbiting back to yourself, you don't know exactly what your purpose is, or you know it, but you're waiting for something to happen. Maybe some things are changing in your career, and you're waiting for something to happen, or you're being kicked out, or even things are shifting. You're transitioning into something new, into this new version that you once asked for, but you don't have an answer yet. You need to wait and you don't know exactly what's going to happen with you. So, if you're in the same space, well, this video is perfect for you. You know that pink orbit is exactly the space in between who you are and who you are becoming. Well, we are becoming. We are in between of everything that's happening at the moment. And I think that I am in the same space as well. I know exactly what I want. I know exactly who I am, but I'm waiting for something to happen. Not because I want to, but I took the leap, I've manifested it, I've asked for it, and now it's actually happening. I decided to just catch up with you because a lot of things are happening all at once, and I don't even know where to go or what path to take because I don't know what that looks like yet. And it's absolutely fine. So I have a 9 to 5 and I love my job, but a lot of things are shifting at the moment. I don't really have an answer yet, and I'm probably going to have sort of an answer end of August, end of September. I just knew that this was coming with the Lionsgate portal and with clearing out the space, taking the leap, and making sure that everything happens for me. But I still don't know where that leads me, and I don't have a concrete answer yet. In the moment, I'm navigating Pink Orbit back to self. This space has been created exactly for this reason, but I'm also trying to understand what exactly I am meant to do and what do I want in my life. So I still don't have an answer, and I just know that you are in the same situation, especially if you're a Scorpio, especially if you're experiencing this cosmos energy and these shifts that's happening around you. I just want you to know that that's meant for you and that's exactly for you. I don't feel like I have no idea of who I am. I know exactly what I want to do in life. I know exactly what my values are. I know at my core who I am. And I've experienced, especially this year, such beautiful blessing. I think I know myself quite deeply. And I'm still navigating life. I know what I want to feel. And I know where I want to be. I know what makes me feel alive. And I also know what kind of energy I want around me. I know that there's something inside of me that wants to create, to connect, to align with my greater purpose, to build something meaningful and to make people feel something. I just don't know exactly what shape it's supposed to take yet. And I think that's fine. And I think that's what I'm navigating at the moment. And maybe that's what I've been struggling with at the moment. Because you are thought that if something is meant for you, it will be. I just know that everything happens for you. I just know that everything happens for a reason. And you will understand why afterwards. But I feel that I'm in between this space of becoming without knowing exactly what the answer is. And at the same time, a lot of things are happening. But sometimes clarity doesn't become, and you don't say that before the movement, before you take the leap. Well, I've took the leap, I've asked for things to change, and now are changing without me knowing about them. So I have to start walking before the path reveals itself. And it's hard, it's stressful. I have a lot of anxiety at the moment. A lot of things are happening again. I think I'm stressed. But I also trust myself. I also trust the universe. And I also trust that everything will unfold itself and will reveal when the time is right. So at the moment, I'm kind of waiting, but also trying to do something about it, but also trying to understand where this path takes me. It's been a lot. And I've always wanted to understand the path. I've always wanted to know, to have a plan, to have a timeline. I need details, okay? Where is this going? Am I even taking the right decision? Is this chapter leading me somewhere? And I think that sometimes that's my biggest challenge, not knowing, but also wanting to do something about it. Because I always try to turn my life into a map. to visualize what I'm becoming, and sometimes forgetting that I'm living the life now. Maybe I'm just supposed to experience it as a journey, because that's what life is, right? Let me tell you something, life doesn't really give you the whole picture. It just gives you a step after step after step after step. Million things can happen all at once, and you don't even have an answer. But you need to just push through and go through this, because it's your journey, it's your path, and it will take you where you were supposed to be. And where do you feel aligned with who you really are? There is a version of me that wants to kind of force everything, the career, the creative path, the journey, knowing exactly where I'm going, what my life will look like in 5 years, and things like that you're not even supposed to think about, but at the same time, you need to have a plan. And then there's a part of me that whispers and that says, you don't need to have all the answers, and that's absolutely fine. You don't need to know yet. Just keep going and keep creating and keep following what feels alive. Let the pieces find each other. And I'm kind of learning to listen to that voice. But suddenly you look back and you realize one day that all the things that felt and maybe felt random were actually creating a pattern. I think that's what scares me sometimes. What if I'm exactly where I need to be to become the person who can live the life that I'm imagining? So maybe it's simply how that path can feel like before you even put a step on it and before you even can see it. And I think there's something really beautiful about knowing yourself at the core while still allowing yourself to surprise yourself. I don't want to become so attached to the person that I'm supposed to become. I want to have surprises, and let me tell you that the universe is really throwing surprises at me at the moment. I actually want to leave space for the person I'm becoming. I want to let life showing me things and wanting to be creative. Really want to notice what keeps coming back, the ideas I can stop thinking about, and the places I can keep dreaming about. And, that's where I am. I don't have the complete answers yet, but I just know that everything happens for me and it will be fine. I don't know exactly where all of this is going, but I know at the core that it's unfolding for me. And this year, a lot of things happened for me, and I've manifested exactly what I wanted. I wanted a group of beautiful, sensual, feminine, confident girls that hyped each other up and dancing around and being silly. I've manifested a life that's creative and having boundaries and expressing yourself in ways that you once only dreamed about. Being the woman that I am today and just helping people go through life. A lot of women are reaching out to me, asking for advice and just being there with them. And I think my path is unfolding in a way that I've kind of manifested it, but now it's already happening and it's carrying me. I always knew I'm not meant for a 9 to 5, but I also love my job. And I'm doing this as a creative journey, and you all know why this Pink Orbit Back to Self space was created. It's strange that I'm exactly in the between. The space in between who I was and who I am becoming, who I am, and trying to navigate all of these all at once was being creative and mindful and grateful and loving life and navigate anxieties and stresses and just living life, right? Just feel alive and trying to understand what aligns with me. And maybe that's enough for now. Just need to come back to myself again and again and again and again until the path becomes clearer. And maybe this is it. So if you're listening to this and also you are in that space in between, where you feel like there's something more for you, but you don't have an answer yet, and you don't know what it is yet, I hope you don't mistake uncertainty for being lost, because you are simply becoming. Things are rearranging themselves for you. And, some things needs time and life is unfolding, but also life doesn't even need to make sense. You just need to trust that it will, for sure. I think that I'm learning that I don't need to chase my path. I simply need to walk it. And whilst having a plan and a timeline and, being organized and giving my 100% of who I am and just feel aligned with my core values and being creative, life will meet me there. And maybe we'll figure it out as we go and we just need to orbit back to ourselves. So clear out your space because things are coming and they will be aligned with who you are.